Hey, just got to Charlottetown and I have to walk half an hour to the first bus because there isn't a bus stop at the airport, which honestly seems like an oversight. This is Prince Edward Island. I did it. I made it to the train station. Oh my god, I'm so tired. The bus stop. Now I just have to wait and see if a bus actually arrives. I was low-key stressed before that I wasn't gonna have fun, but I'm kind of really excited to do nothing and be pampered, so. Good morning! It is my day to walk around Charlottetown, so you might be wondering why not I'm sitting in a car. Well, that is because I forgot to talk to you last night. So yesterday, after the spa, I decided that spa, like, I can't relax. It's just, it stresses me out. My favorite part was kind of the mani-pedi, mostly because pedicures are like my favorite thing in the world. And then manicures are just fun. These are my nails. These are how both hands look. Hang on, let me get my head out of the way. It was the facial. The facial was the main issue because I think the first 15 minutes was fine and then the next 45 was horrendous. I was like, stop touching me, why is there hair on my face, get this hair out of my face. And then I just stress about all the random things. I'm like, oh my god, what if I'm actually late, like what if I can't pick up my car, blah 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 blah. At least like for me it's too much. The 90-minute massage, I didn't hate it, but I don't like relaxing massages because I was stressed about the fact that he wasn't actually getting any muscles, like my muscles loosened. But look at my lashes and my brows. It was still good, it just like could have been better. Obviously it's not their fault, like these are things that I know about myself now. Then after my spa, I got a taxi to the airport, picked up my car, which is what I'm sitting in now, and then drove to the hostel, checked into the hostel, and then did some laundry. And then after laundry, I went to bed, and now we are here. So today we're walking around Charlottetown. Today's my Charlottetown day. We're going to explore Charlottetown. We're going to go into the shops. We're just going to like explore Charlottetown. So many Anne of Green Gables stores. Oh my god, I don't think I've like talked about Anne of Green Gables at all. But Anne of Green Gables is one of my favorite books of all time, which is why I came to Prince Edward Island. That's the reason I am here. It's also the reason a lot of tourists come here. It is like their biggest tourist attraction, is the fact that they are the place where Anne of Green Gables is set. All right, let's go. This is my car. She's so cute. How cute are these houses? They are so adorable. I love them so much. The first place I went was this church, and it was actually so pretty. That is the most and like such pretty stained glass windows. I'm obsessed with stained glass windows. I then went to the pier, and the view was so gorgeous. Then I went to the main street, and that's because that's where all the shops are, obviously. And they were so fun to walk through. I had such a good time. I will try it. Let me try this piece. I love salty and sweet things. So good. And I had to get the raspberry cordial / puppy. Yeah. I am usually a strict blue slushy person only, but it's pretty good. Then I just kept going, and I walked through all the random stores they had because it was just so much fun, to be honest. I love small businesses. And learning about the indigenous, of course, and ice cream. Let's go. Oh, and then obviously I had to go and get lunch, obviously. Then, okay, the market was actually so cool. These shirts, they dyed them out of the actual soil from the island. How cool is that? And the bookstores, okay, not only are they so fun, look at this puppy, but also some of these bookstores, some of the books they have here are over 100 years old. They have like original copies, like first edition books, and they're signed. Like if I had the money, like look at this book. If I had the money and the space and weight in my suitcase, I would have bought some of these because they were incredible, but I didn't, unfortunately. Yeah. Then I had dinner, obviously. And yeah, that was my day. It was honestly a really fun day. Good morning. It is my second day in Charlottetown. Today is Anne Day. Yay! Basically, I'm going to all the sites you can go to for Anne that's like on the island, as well as some like really pretty sites as well. Alright, let's go. The winds have really like blown these trees over. Isn't this place crazy? Oh my god. Now I'm going to go to Prince Edward Island National Park. But I just have to find out where to go. So, based on what I've seen, I think all of this is Prince Edward Island National Park, like the Dalby Beach where we just were. This is too, obviously, because that's where I was going. Like all of it is Prince Edward Island National Park. Oh my god. I'm just saying. But this is why I'm here. So I just got to Cavendish Cliffs parking lot, which I actually think is a long way from Cavendish Cliffs, or at least the ones that I'm thinking of, which are like all the way over there, which you like can't really see. But I haven't gone to look out yet. I'm still in the car, so we'll see what we can see from here. But I momentarily forgot that Cavendish, which is where I am, like the town I just drove through, is the town that Avonlea, which is, if you don't know, so she lives in Green Gables, the house, or it's a farm actually, and the farm is in Avonlea. So Cavendish is the town that Avonlea was based on. And I momentarily forgot that when driving into Cavendish. But I soon remembered, because when you drive in, there is just, it is so Anne coded. Like, you drive in and there are signs everywhere. Like, all the hotels are Anne coded. Like, there's like a Shining Waters, there's an Ingleside Inn, there's a Windy Poplars Inn. I think Montgomery, like L.M Montgomery is buried here. There's a park in her name. Like, it's like a huge, like, so crazy. I was like, oh my god. Like, I mean, everything on Prince Edward Island is Anne-coded. Like, so much things in Charlottetown. Like, I was like, this is so Anne-coded. Anyways, let's get out. Let's see what we can see. The famous cliffs of Prince Edward Island. Well, that was fun. I'm looking disappointed it wasn't the cliffs on the end. I like kind of thought it was, because they're like the really pretty ones, like the really famous ones, I think. And by really famous, I mean just like they're the ones in like all the pictures. You know what I mean? Like Prince Edward Island, and it's like these cliffs. It was still cool. I still enjoyed it. I just, again, I feel like this whole trip's like, it was still fun. I just couldn't be better. Walk in the footsteps of Lucy Maud Montgomery, as she did for half her life, here on the property she called home from 1876.
She would submit her Anne of Green Gables to, I think it was 3 or 4 publishers at first, and she got 5 pseudo rejection letters. Now I call them pseudo rejections because in most cases they were all note changes. They wanted her to change some aspects of the story. I think at one time someone even suggested changing her main character to be a male lead instead of a female lead. That was not a go for her. Every time she got a suggestion in a letter, she stopped correspondence and she put it in her hat box So Anne of Green Gables went in a hat box after the 5th rejection. She left it in the hat box in the back of a closet or, you know, boudoir for a couple of months. I'm gonna say probably closer to around 4 months. After around 4 months, she found the hat box again and found the manuscript and said, you know what, I'm gonna submit it one more time. Now, working at the post office helped her in 2 major ways. One, she was able to continuously keep up on her writing skills. She was able to use any little bits of scrap paper that they may have had at the post office. You can see on the inside is very, very loved desk. We do have an ink bottle that was probably used by her. This was found on property when they were excavating the foundation. We also have a melting wax. This would have been used to wax seal any letters at the post office. Now this one is quite small, so I don't let people hold it, but I did bring ones in that were, these ones are about 30 years, if you want to hold that, about 30 years newer than the one she would have used. You can tell that they're quite hard. The wax is not like a candle wax. You can't put your finger or your thumb in it to make it indent or anything. And the reason why they were so hard was that if you wax sealed something, you didn't want anyone to just kind of heat up and bend the wax seal and then they could peel it off the letter. They wanted it to shatter so that if anybody kind of attempted to, say, open your letter without consent, you would know that because your seal was smashed. The difference between the ones that I let you guys hold and the one that was L.M Montgomery's is the one that was L.M Montgomery's didn't have a wick in it. So essentially that's why it had all the soot on the outlines. And if you had soot on the outside of your wax seal, it would create what was called an ugly seal, and it wasn't preferred by anyone. So that's why the wax were, the wicks were inserted in the wax, so that it actually held the flame away from the candle, but it still was hot enough to melt the wax and it would be nice, clean wax.
Feel her spirit as you read her own heartfelt words displayed on the placards as you stroll around the property. I am grateful that my childhood was spent in a spot where there were many trees. When I have lived with a tree for many years, it seems to me like a beloved human companion. L.M Montgomery. In many ways, it feels like Lucy is Anne. I consider it a misfortune to love any place as I love this old homestead. The agony of parting from it is intolerable. I love this old home deeply, and I love Cavendish. L.M Montgomery. As I walked up it, I would see the kitchen light shining through the trees. I would pass under the birches, and then around the curve, the old house would be before me. L.M Montgomery. It was here on this property she wrote her most famous book, Anne of Green Gables. Lucy Maud Montgomery was born in Clifton, Prince Edward Island, in 1874. Best known for her novel Anne of Green Gables, she quickly turned Prince Edward Island into a must-see destination. This house, known as Green Gables, is an original farmhouse that belonged to the McNeil family, cousins of author L.M Montgomery. Since Montgomery grew up with her maternal grandparents, Lucy and Alexander McNeil, only about 1 kilometre away through the haunted woods from this farm, she knew the property well, and years later used this McNeil farmstead as the inspiration for the setting of her novel, Anne of Green Gables. The Canadian government bought the property in 1936, making it a part of the Prince Edward Island National Park. The inside and outside of the home have now been decorated to match the fictional home belonging to the Cuthberts. This is the haunted woods. Let's go. It's not actually haunted, it's just the name that Anne, well, Lucy, nicknamed the woods because she found them spooky. I do need to go because I am running like an hour behind. But I was told by my guide in Banff that I need to go to Beavertail. Apparently that's very Canadian. And I finally found one. So hot. It's like, it's pretty good. I don't know if I'd like it without the Nutella though. Alright, I gotta go. I'm literally standing in a room that L.M Montgomery got married in. I mean, I know she like lived it, but like, she literally got married right here. Is that not insane? Look at this.
The Green Gables Museum is a house that was originally built by the Campbells, L.M Montgomery's aunt and uncle. The pond, situated out the back, was the inspiration behind the Lake of Shining Waters, and Montgomery often referred to this house as the wonder castle of her childhood.
That made me cry. It feels real to me too. Okay, so when I drove past, I thought it said 6 p.m. It did not. It definitely said 4. It definitely was at 4, so it is closed, but that's fine. I do kind of think that it won't give me much more new information that I don't already have, and I was never going to make it back here before 4 p.m. anyway. So I'm going to get out, get some photos, and see what the signs and stuff say, and then we go into the next place. That's all the Anne things though. There's no more Anne things, but there are some more island things, so let's go. Can I try with the New York cheesecake? Can I just try it? Yeah.
He wants to. No.
Okay. Can I get the new crust?
Cow's Creamery is an icon and a staple of Prince Edward Island. Cow's started in 1983, originating in Cavendish, PEI. The demand was immediate, and despite the growth, they still use the same ingredients today that they used when they started, including PEI milk only. Cow's iconic logo launched the business into retail when staff started selling the t-shirts they were wearing off their backs. They now have stores Canada-wide, and I would highly recommend them to anyone who eats ice cream. They are delicious.
They did not create the ice cream here like I thought they did. They make their very classic t-shirts. My favorite being, of course, the Green Gables one. I totally lied. They just do it over this side, not on that side. It's all cheese. Hey, good morning. I'm on a farm. It's a horse farm. I'm gonna be riding one of them today.
Be patient, are you girls? So who do we got here? We
They
got
know what's up.
Gracie, and this is Minnie P.
How long do they live?
They can live to be anywhere from 15 to 20 years old.
Okay.
They can live up to be 25. So our oldest on the farm right now is Cherry. She's way over there in the other group of girls. She's 19. She's doing very good for her age. Is that good stuff, ladies? Here, Gracie, your turn. Minnie P, back off. You gotta share. Minnie P, be nice. Don't start spitting at each other. So their top lips are pretty neat. They have split lips, and their lips act like fingers. They're using those lips to pick up all the grass and hay they're eating.
Okay.
Be nice. No spitting. We're right here, girls. They have no top teeth. They just have bottom teeth and back molars. Just a camera girl. That's good stuff, Gracie. She was gonna give us a warning spit, but that would have came directly at me because I usually just do it forwards. Roller. Be nice. She's not getting any now.
It's carrot time, it's serious.
Goodness.
Something to write home about this one.
I just want to you know?
I know.
But respecting balance.
Absolutely. Horses did quite well, but it's pretty neat.
It is a very low ceiling. She's short.
Lengths, and she will send that to a mill where it gets spun for her. We get it back in the skeins of
The chillest of boys. Guess where I am? Guess where I found myself? I decided I did have time. I only have about 20 minutes, and I'm sure it'll be enough time.
I was definitely right to skip this one. If you have to skip any of them, this is the one to skip. That sounds like so mean. I didn't say anything nice to start with. It was nice and it was sweet. There's not really a lot of information. Oh, I did learn something though. I mean, I learned a couple of things, but the main thing I think to take away is that so this house was an inspiration for her. It was her inspiration for Anne's birth house. So she used this house as the inspiration to describe Anne's birth house when she goes to Halifax to find her parents, like to find out about her parents, like she visits her old house. She described the house exactly how this house is. Now you might be like, well, it's not yellow if you've read the book, but that's because it was originally yellow. They've painted it since then, obviously. Oh, I also got a cute embossment. How fun is that? But I'm gonna go get my book stamped with the her signature. So we're gonna do that. So let's go.
Fun part. Perfect. You can even see where she had the loop put in her stamp. And then on this side, we will do the bookstore stamp.
I mean, I didn't buy it here. It's at my own.
That's okay.
Okay.
It's another thing with a cat and Anna Green Gables themed. I think you're gonna like it. Here we go.
Oh, it is a cat.
Yes, that's the best part, honestly.
That was cool. I'm glad I did that actually, because I wasn't planning on it. That was not a part of the thing. But if you're coming here and you're doing like the Anne tour, just because because you're a fan, I would add the mail, this Canada Post Office to your trip. I didn't get to read everything, but it actually did add insight into things because like it's mail based, so it's all about how like the manuscript got to like how the post worked at the time, so like how the manuscript, Lucy's manuscript, got to the publishers, and then also how the post office worked, because obviously not obviously, I didn't know this, so you probably don't know this, but Lucy's grandparents' house, which was where she lived, was the post office for Cavendish. So it doubled as, so their kitchen was also the post office. So it also shows like all that, which you like saw, but I thought it was cool. Anyways, now we're gonna see if I can, apparently Rainbow Valley is a real place, so we're gonna see if we can find it. This is Cavendish Grove. This is like the part of the national park. Look how gorgeous it is. So apparently, they keep walking, this is technically, I get to Rainbow Valley. Apparently there used to be an amusement park. I don't know, she said Rainbow Valley is a real thing, a real place. Apparently this is it. Apparently there's a maze, so theoretically there should be a maze. Apparently the maze was from the amusement park. Wow, this is a really pretty park. I don't think the camera really does this justice in any way. This is literally, I think, the prettiest park I've ever been in. And like, I was just in Central Park, and I think this is prettier. Oh, there are two paths. I'm gonna take the main one. I don't know, see where that leads. I'm just gonna assume that that's it. Oh, I'm like so far past it. But this was the only way into the park. I don't know what she was talking about, a maze, because there's definitely no maze. So apparently this is the site of the Rainbow Valley Amusement Park. So this is technically Rainbow Valley. There's my car. What I'm gonna do is take this path right here because it looks like fun. And I want to. Oh, it just like took me to this little courtyard with this tree. Wow. Look at it here. I think this is the maze. And it looks terrifying. Like, that looks really light to you because the sun's directly above it, so like it's getting a lot of light, but that is so dark. It doesn't look like anyone goes in here anymore. I think I'm gonna go into there. There's like a little opening, and I'm just gonna see if there's like paths and stuff. This is so scary. Oh, pine needles are bikey. Ow. Oh, this is 100% the maze. She was like, it's ethereal, it's overgrown. That's a path. There's the floor, so you can see people walk on it. So technically, I could go in here. I think I would actually die. But I did find it. I kind of want to explore though. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to go too far, mostly because I have to like bend over. There's so many bugs. This is the haunted woods. That's a spider web. I'm going to die in here. I feel like I have to stick low to the ground. That's another spider web. Oh yeah, I can't believe I found it. Look at this. It's the first path. You can either go that way or you can go straight ahead. What I'm gonna do is get out of here because this is scary as shit. She was like, it's so ethereal to walk through. It is fucking terrifying. It is so scary and very overgrown and also very dead. Oh. Oh. Made it. I didn't die. So I was not meant to come here, but I literally was driving past it. So apparently she picked that grave spot herself, actually. She picked that site specifically for where it is. She said it was next to a tree and stuff. There are no trees in there anymore, so I don't know what that was about. But apparently it was a pretty spot when she picked it. I mean, they've made it nice, obviously, with the hedges and stuff. I think the gravestone should be better, but maybe that's just me. I'm just saying. Anyways, now let's go home and get some ice cream. Cal's was closed. They closed at 5. They maybe open till 9 on Friday. They closed at 5 for a staff function. So I didn't get ice cream. Hopefully I can go tomorrow and get my last Cal's ice cream. So I just walked basically a 20-minute round trip for nothing. But the sunset is so pretty. Where is it? Like sunsets. So there's that. Good morning. It is my last day on Prince Edward Island. It's kind of sad because, well, I really like Prince Edward Island. It is so fun. I don't know, there's just this like feeling, I don't know, like that you get, at least that I get. Now I am at the Charlottetown's farmers market, and then I am going to head to Island Hill Farm. I'm gonna go look at some goaties, and then after Island Hill Farm I have Anne and Gilbert the musical at 2, so let's get to it. Great last day on PEI. It's just beautiful. It's just fantastic, and it's just so good. Woo! Yay! You just gotta trust me. It looks better in person, and it also looks more red, just like the other cliffs. So I'm gonna have my ice cream now. But basically it is, like, if I leave now I would arrive at 12:30, and I kind of need to be back at the hotel at 1:30, so I basically have an hour now. Get ice cream, write my postcard, post my postcard. We can do it. Let's go.
Your island, you're from Prince Edward Island, your island through and through. Your island, you're from Prince Edward Island, your island, your island.
I woke up at 4:30 this morning to find out they'd cancelled my flight at 6:30. So, yay. My flight now doesn't leave until like 7:30 tonight, which is just fantastic. It also means that I'm not getting to Gander until tomorrow afternoon, and I'm meant to be there this afternoon. So, yay. I might be stuck in Toronto for 12 hours because my new flight to Gander is not till tomorrow morning, because apparently there's only one flight a day from Toronto to Gander, and it is 9:30 in the morning, so I have a flight tomorrow morning. But that means I do get to stay in this nice airport hotel, because I'm not paying for it. My flight's delayed. I'm meant to be boarding my flight right now, but I'm not, because it's delayed until 1 p.m. So, of course, when I am actually in Toronto airport, my flight's delayed to Gander, but when I'm not in Toronto airport and my last flight was delayed, of course it wasn't delayed and they left on time. Yay. Love life. We're flying after like 36 hours or something. Let's go.